He and his wife were walking through this town and they found a baby in a garbage heap.
他们经过这个城市的时候，看到有一个孩子在这个垃圾堆里。
The middleman who had been preparing to sell the baby to a rich family, the rich family had problems, didn't want the baby, so he just threw it out.
说这个中介的这个人口贩子要把这个 baby 要卖给有钱人，显这个孩子有些什么问题，就把这个孩子就丢在外面。
This American missionary family asked if they could buy the baby. They did, and they raised the baby as their own.
所以这对美国传教士夫妇就把这个孩子买下来，就把他养大。
They gave her the name Laura Jo.
所以他们的名字叫做 Laura 郭秀。
She was raised as an American within that family.
她就被养成一个美国人一样养。
When she graduated from the missionary high school, she went to Seattle Pacific University in Seattle.
她从这个传教士的孩子的学校出来以后，就到了那个西雅图来念书。
And she studied. It's a Christian university there. She studied nursing and the Bible.
她在这个学校里面，在那个大学里就读护士跟圣经。
But she graduated during World War II, so she couldn't go back to China, so she went to India instead.
在那个时候，真的是第二次世界大战是不能回中国，所以她就去印度。
So as soon as she could get into China after World War II was over, she moved back to Henan and she worked with her parents from like 46 till 48.
她在荷兰工作了，从48年到49年
，46到18
，46年到48。
In 48, 49, she looked at her parents and she said, "You have served China these 20, 30 years. You have done your work. Now it's time for you to go home, but it's time for me to stay."
所以他就跟他的父母亲讲说：“你已经在此地工作20-30年了，现在是你休息时间，你可以回美国，我再留下来做。”
And she convinced them to go home, but she would stay as a Chinese there in Henan.
所以他就在荷兰就留下来，就是以一个中国人的身份。
Chinese. I don't know what she had at the time.
Okay.
I didn't ask her that. So she stayed, but in 55, 56, she was arrested and thrown in jail because she had kept the church going for as long as she could.
就是
somewhere in the mid-50s.
在50年代的时候就被这个共产党抓起来丢到牢里面，因为他是基督徒。
After about 10 years in prison, they realized she was a nurse and they needed help in Lanzhou, so she was sent to Lanzhou to work in a commune as the nurse for the commune.
所以他就在10年以后，人家终于发现他是个护士，所以就把他送到兰州去工作。
So she was under house arrest. She could never leave the commune for the next 10 years.
所以他在一个工作的地方，病院里头不能离开，在下面的10年之中。
Then in 78, she was given a pardon and released from prison.
78年、79年，他就被释放了。
And she started a house church in Lanzhou. She then became part of the Gansu area and started the first house church in Lanzhou.
他在甘肃跟兰州当中，他就成立了家庭教会，在那个地方是首创。
In about 79, 80, the government came to her and said, "Would you teach at the Northwest University in Lanzhou?"
他就是在政府就是来找上他说，你要不要在西南大学教书
？Because they did after the Cultural Revolution, they had a hard time finding teachers, and here she could teach English and medicine.
在这个时候呢，他就因为经过了文化大革命以后呢，就缺乏老师，所以但是他是可以教医学，可以教英文。
Then in 82, 83, they came to her and said, "You have the biggest, best house church in Lanzhou. Would you be the official 3-cell church?"
三支教会。OK。他就是共产党的政府就来找他说，你的家庭教会现在是最大的，所以你要不要做成立这个3支教会？
And they gave her the old the old CIM church building downtown Lanzhou. But she said, on one condition, I can still do my house church work.
就说他们给了他那个内地会老的教堂，然后让他成立3支教会。那他就问说，我还可以继续做我的家庭教会吗？
When I met her for the first time in 1995, she had over 100 house churches in Lanzhou.
她在1995年我遇到这位女士的时候，她在兰州已经有100多个家庭教会。
Everywhere I went along the Yellow River, from Shanxi to Ningmengbu, Ningxia, through Gansu, I met pastors who had all had training under Laura Zhou.
在黄河沿岸、甘肃、内蒙古这各地都碰到了许多的牧师呢，是由这个女士所教育的、所教导出来的。
And I was just amazed at all the things that she had done there in Gansu, openly with the government, but with the house church and with training of pastors for all over North China.
就是说，他看到这个事情，他在又教书，又在三支教会主持，又在发展这个家庭教会，做了非常伟大的工作。
So in '98, I was able to bring a team of 10 Americans to Lanzhou to have them teach English to the Glacial Institute of Lanzhou.
OK， 我在1998年的时候就带了10个美国人来到兰州，让他们在那里教英文。
But as you know, in China, what happens sometimes? 2 days before the English training program at the Glacial Institute was supposed to start, they called me and said, "Sorry, we can't do it. It's all been changed."
中国人的这体制也是很奇怪，是在2天之前就说这个班不能开。
So I called everybody I knew in Lanzhou and said, "Help me out. We have 10 English teachers, but no one to teach."
所以我就说我们现在有10个这个英文的教师，但是没有人可以去教。
So a friend of mine said, "Oh, I have friends over at the China Academy of Social Science Northwest Branch. Let me introduce you to them."
所以我在中国社会学院里面，我在西南大学里面有一个分部，我认识他们，我可以帮你介绍。
And the director of the China Academy of Social Science says, "Great, we have 130 graduate students. All need to have better English. Come and teach them."
所以我们现在这边有30个研究生，他们需要比较好的英文的教育，所以来教他们。
So we arrive in Lanzhou, we meet the director, the 10 English teachers arrive, we're all sitting down in their cafeteria.
我们就到了这个西南大学的这个饭厅里头，我们都在这边坐下来。
The director and a number of his assistants, they have beautiful English.
这个人的秘书的英文很好。
And I said, "Where did you learn your English? Did you go to America or England or somewhere?"
但是我就问他说：“你是在美国学的呢，还是英国学的呢？”
He said, "No, I've never been outside of China." I
他
said,
说：“我从来没有去过国外。”
"Did you have a Western teacher that helped you get such a good accent?"
我说是不是有西方的人士教你，所以发音不是标准。
Did you go to Xi'an language school or Beijing language school? One of the better ones. He said, "No, I studied only here in Shanxi, in Lanzhou."
他说你问他说是不是到了西安去，有没有到北京去呢？没有，我就在兰州学的。
I had a teacher at Northwest University called Madam Zhou.
我就在西北大学里面的Laura Zhou.
Yeah, but he said Madam Zhou. He didn't
say Madam Zhou.
Yeah, and I said, "You mean Laura Zhou?" He didn't know the name Laura.
就是他不知道这个人的这个 lady 的first name.
So I used her Chinese name, Joanna Aning, and he goes, "Yeah, that's who it is. That's my professor."
他就说真的，那就是我英文的老
I
师。
said, "I know her. How about if we call her to come and visit us here?"
我就说我认识她，我们来大家有一个聚会。
He said, "No, I can't do this. She died 3 years ago."
他说他3年前就去世。
I said, "I hadn't heard. I'm so sorry, but I really didn't think she was dead." So I said, "If she is alive, would you like to see her?"
我就说我不晓得她死什么，所以只要你说她要活着，你想见她。
And he kept saying, "Yeah, we'd love to see her, but she died 3 years ago. So what can you do?"
但是她3年前她就去世。
I said, "Hold on a minute. I have a phone number."
我说我有她那个电话，所以我就。
And I called her, and she was alive.
所以我就说我打电话给她，她还是活着。
And she came over to the China Academy of Social Science building.
她就来到这个中国智慧科学院的这个
And
建筑。
she was in her late 80s.
她已经80几岁了。
And she walked in the door, and those 3 men started crying, and they went up and hugged her. And you know, in old China, that's not so common.
这个太太进到门口的时候，她这3个大